Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're reviewing Babylon. Oh wait a second, what the hell is that? Oh my freaking lord! Today we are reviewing Babylon, the new film by Damien Chazelle, one of my favorite directors right now. His previous movies include Whiplash, La La Land, First Man. Whiplash is a truly great film, and La La Land is one of my favorite films of all time, so I might have a little bias coming to this review. The basic premise of Babylon is the transition from the silent film era to films with sound, as they call them talkies. I was almost convinced this movie would suck. There was mixed reviews, and I was not a big fan of the trailers. It just looked obnoxious. It just seemed like rich, self-indulgent actors with their big drug addictions and their wild orgies. I mean, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like for me. In the first 5 minutes, someone gets shit on by an elephant, and you get a nice close-up shot of the elephant's butthole with the shit coming out. Yeah, I don't know about that. And then that's not it. You get to the party, nobody has clothes on, it's a giant orgy, somebody gets pissed on, and honestly guys, yes, I was grossed out, but I was also laughing my ass off too. I think I wouldn't have minded this movie being this big cocaine party vibe, but it would still need substance and story to keep my attention, especially for its long 3-hour runtime. Thankfully, this movie does have that. It has plot, progression, and payoff, and a great one at that. Part of me should have rolled my eyes at Babylon, but the movie won me over with its story and its characters. Babylon really shows the dark side of Hollywood. Underneath all that fame and vibrato, you really have miserable people, at least for some of these characters. I'll describe this movie as an R-rated version of Singing in the Rain. This film pays heavy tribute to Singing in the Rain and also other movies of that era, but it's way less romanticized, it's way less whimsical, and what grabbed my attention was there's so many characters and they each bring their own unique perspective into this shady industry. Now with the cast of characters, you have Manny Torres. I love this guy. Now he starts off as an elephant wrangler, who he himself says in the trailers that he wants to be part of something bigger.
I always want to be part of something bigger.
Now he says this after meeting Margot Robbie's character, Nellie Leroy. Nellie Leroy has big dreams as well, as she wants to be an actress in Hollywood, but she's also got a big drug and gambling addiction. Brad Pitt plays Jack Conrad, who was once a successful silent film actor who struggles with the transition to talking movies. Now he spends the rest of his movie struggling with this fall off and the public perception of him. Now there's many other characters, so I'm just gonna go through them real quick. You got the mysterious Lady Fei Zhu, played by Lee Jun-Lee. Giovanna Deppel, who plays Sydney Palmer, who starts off as a trumpet player playing for rich people parties, but also strives to make it, but soon to find out that the industry is not what it seems like. You got Jean Smart playing Eleanor, and you got Tobey Maguire as James McKay. Now I'm gonna talk about Tobey real quick. His performance is so freaking weird. It kind of broke my immersion. But at that point in the movie, the characters had dug themselves such a deep hole, and you might as well just go a little deeper and get even weirder and even more grossed out.
Here's the twist.
I mean, what's up with his clown makeup, his yellow ass teeth? I mean, it was just freaking weird, man. Now, his performance is a slight negative for the movie, but his sequence is very, very memorable and very, very intense. Oh my lord. Just when you thought the movie couldn't get darker and weirder, it does. It just gets so weird.
Diego Calva plays Manny Torres.
Is the real star of the show here. That's not to say these other actors weren't phenomenal, but he does get the most screen time here as Manny Torres. Now, there's many shots of him just staring, and you see his eyes, and you know what he's looking at, but you also most importantly know what he's feeling. And this happens once again at the end of the film under a whole new context, and man, just all these emotions, you know what he's feeling, and you feel it too, just right through the screen. Now Babylon's filled with memorable scenes, not just for its shock value. One of my favorite scenes is when the character Eleanor gives a speech to Jack Conrad, and she tells him, "It's bigger than you." And you see the look on Jack's face, finally accepting this is it, this is his legacy. Obviously, Jack doesn't take that well, but he keeps it to himself. And there's another scene with Jack Conrad. It's the one take follow shot, and you know where this is going, but you still feel it. There's a somber piano playing in the background. That scene just stuck with me because it just hit me in my core when it happened. Nellie Leroy was also a phenomenal character. She brings her own vices and baggage, but she's also very talented. So throughout the movie, she shoots up in stardom. But unfortunately, with public fame comes the public eye. They did not like the way she talked, and they did not like her behavior. So the studio execs try to change that. They try to make her prim and proper, less crazy and wild. But of course, that doesn't last forever. One of my favorite scenes is when she gives a big F you to the naysayers. Like, take that, motherfuckers.
I've never done nothing except disappoint people my whole life. But I made it on my terms, not theirs.
I could just keep going on and on about what makes Babylon great, but I think I'll just wrap it up here. I think Damien Chazelle is a true student of the game. He once again pays tribute to classic Hollywood. It's something that he adores so much, and he's so damn passionate about. and it's that passion that just jumps off the page. You just feel it through the screen when you see Babylon. So this will be a recommendation from me, guys. I think Babylon is one of the best of the year, and it's okay if you disagree with it. I would like to know your opinion as well, but make sure to subscribe to the channel. I will be making a top 10 list of 2022. I got so many other movies I want to recommend, so stay tuned for that one. I want to thank everyone who stuck around to the end for my first video ever. I'll see you guys in the next video.